Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to try out Morse Academy, which is looking to be like a weird, surreal visual novel. In the dead of night, soft footsteps can be heard coming closer and closer. The pictures on Steam really got my attention. They have no idea. They have no idea what I'm about to put them through. Okay. Starts blasting Eiffel 64, Orbital Wilderness near Morka Mountains. According to the coordinates, we're 20 minutes away from Ormond Tunnel. You want to explain what that is? So we've been trekking for hours and we've barely reached that creepy tunnel. Great. Okay, so we have Sarka and we have the other guy. And we have Mira. It's only creepy if you believe those rumors we told ourselves as kids. Those weren't rumors, Mira. My very first day at the academy, I saw something in those tunnels. Adele? Because rumor has it. I sometimes still see it in my dreams. Look, I think it's best we avoid the tunnels and find an alternative. By the way, I'm not controlling like the dialogue at all. I did mess around with the options a bit, but hopefully I didn't like take away all the audio. I'm aware of the rumors too, Sarka, but I can't say I've ever noticed anything weird about the tunnel. Just don't think about it. The tunnels are the most efficient way to be to the destination. Let's focus on the mission. Okay, so the orders are to capture and neutralize the fugitive. Their last known whereabouts is Morka Mountain, especially Morse Academy. Oh shit. Somebody's revving up their drums in the background. The fugitive is suspected to be behind a series of random killings in the Orba area, like last week's university attack. The one where the student was slashed in half, and also my screen, did you see that? It does seem to be like a character out of Banjo-Kazooie in the background. Those ones are the most dangerous, you can't trust them at all. Apparently all the witnesses developed some kind of psychosis a day or two afterwards, right? Also correct, all incidents associated with the fugitive either involve death or some sort of severe mental affliction. Sounds pretty dangerous for rookies like us. They're sending rookies on this? They're sending new recruits like us to investigate, like lambs to the slaughter. It's dangerous, but we're also familiar with the school. That's probably why HQ sent us, even as new recruits. Well, we can take this as our chance to prove our worth. We could get fast-track promotions. They must really hate them. They're like, these freaking snot-nosed brats. The hell was that? What was that? It's probably the fugitive. It knows we're coming. Is this a person or is this a thing? By John Carpenter. I've heard that sound before in the tunnels. Wait, now that you mention it, I think I've heard it before too. That's how my dog's squeaky toy sounds like. Huh? No. Snap out of it, you two. Quick, let's get to going to the tunnels before the fugitive gets away. This guy has one thing on his mind. He's so one-track minded. It's tunnels or nothing. The three carefully head towards the Ormond Tunnel. Like he can't stop talking about the tunnels. Shaken by the earlier sound, the three finally arrive at Ormond Tunnel. Horrible wilderness. I wonder where we are. Lack of maintenance has caused large rocks and boulders to block the tunnel. I mean, you can say that again. Damn, there's no way we can go through with all these blockages. He kind of give you like a friendly pat on the back, like, "Oh, you old scamp." Sorry about that sound. That was my controller disconnecting. Wait, but there are a few gaps I could probably squeeze through to the other side. Don't do it, Mira. It's stupid. We don't know what's beyond these rocks. Probably more rocks. Actually, I remember there are a few emergency floodgate releases throughout the tunnel. If I squeeze through and find the switch for them, it might push some of the boulders out of the way. Yeah, let's just open the floodgates while we're underground. I don't think anything bad could happen there. There's no guarantee of that, and and we don't know how dangerous it gets deeper in the tunnel. Don't worry, just let me get through it. It'll be fine. I'm the smallest person here, only I can do it. Alright, well, she's dead. Mira, like Goran said, it's too dangerous. One wrong move and you could get trapped under rubble. And that would spell trouble. On the double. I'll be fine. Let me go. Just wait here. Mira, stop being an idiot. Come back. What should I do? Definitely not go into... Listen to Sarka even if it annoys you. Yeah. I guess I gotta click on it. Alright, I'll stop. Dot 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 dot. Sorry, Sarka. I just wanted to get this mission finished as quickly as possible. It's alright. Let's just get out of the tunnel. There's nothing we can do. Oh, you scamp. Oh, you rascal. Look, we'll find another way. I still remember from the times I tried to run away from the academy, there are a few alternate paths. You want to explain that thing you just said about trying to run away? Okay. Countless times. It's rough and uncomfortable and it gets everywhere. Sand. There should be another route nearby. Sarka. I've heard this. I've seen this before. Sarka stands paralyzed as the tunnel begins to distort. Oh shit, we're in Madoka. Which labyrinth? Sarka, come on, we have to get out of here. Sarka, stop resisting. We need to move quickly. What am I gonna do about Sarka? Getting the fugitive comes first. Leave her and let her catch up later. What the fuck? That's so messed up. Sarka's a burden, but you can't leave her like this. Alright, well, that's a freaking moral judgment right there. It's unneeded. Mira, help me. Mira and Goran grab Sarka and carry her out of the tunnel. What just happened? You had a little episode there. Sarka snaps. For some reason, I thought her name was suddenly Snarka. I do like that. Snaps out of it as soon as they escape the tunnel. Because I got Snaps and Sarka all confuzzled. Are you feeling better? I guess she was. The three begin their trek towards an alternative route to Morse Academy. Deep within the forest, the three tirelessly make their way through an alternative route. Alternative route? Okay, I thought they were gonna say it again. You know, I told you two earlier that we should avoid the tunnels. Yeah, I mean, you do seem to have a thing with tunnels. We were doing all right until you started to freak out. I shouldn't have to remind you that keeping calm and focus is the most important thing. It's what we learned in our training. It's foundational to who we are as operatives. Goran, that's enough. Oh, Sarka, you okay? Remember, Goran was debating whether to ditch you earlier. You were burdening the whole team by freaking out earlier. This is like messed up. This is also kind of messed up, but it's kind of honest. I think that's better. Okay, fine, you're right. I admit it. I'm just repeating what we learned. I don't want to needlessly blame you. I know. I just don't want to be abandoned, okay? Is that so hard to understand? Same here, brother. Sarka, I wouldn't. We wouldn't have abandoned you. Don't worry. What was that sound? Anyway, we should be getting closer to the main road leading up to the school. Did nobody hear the freaking twig snap? Wait a minute. This is my beautiful wife. This is my beautiful house. It knows we're coming. I guess there's no avoiding it. We're going to have to confront it eventually. ... Oh yeah. Wait, I don't want to. Stop it. Goran, you okay? Well, look at you now. Goran, are you okay? Wait, do you remember? Wait, no. Arrgh. So, Sarka has episodes inside the tunnels and Goran has episodes inside the woods. We both need to help. But understand both Goran and Sarka are becoming a burden. Goran, follow me. Whenever I read that sound in books, I literally thought that it was like a sound, and I didn't realize that it was like clicking your tongue. Mira grabs Goron and takes him to a nearby tree where he calms down and composes himself. Sarko follows afterward to make sure everything's alright. Okay, I'm feeling better now. Yeah, the thing I should tell you guys is I'm deathly afraid of trees. Sorry about that. Don't mention it. It's what we need to do to support each other as a team. Yeah, don't mention it. I'm wondering if I should be hearing voices here. Not in like my head, but like in the game. Because there is a voice volume here, right? Okay, I'm gonna keep these like high up. Look, I can start to see the main road to the school. Okay, nobody's died so far, so that seems okay. The three make their way out of the narrow forested path and onto the main road towards the school. The three begin walking along the main road that heads towards Morse Academy. Okay, Morco Mountains. I like that the map is so far out, but like, I don't know if we'll ever get to like the edges there. Because we've only like used like 1/4 of the map. Not even that. I remember walking down this road on my first day. My parents did everything they could, but ultimately when the mines closed... What? You yearned for them? I think that's why we got along so well with each other. Because of the mines closing? Yeah. We were the first bunch of kids left behind after the closures. It felt like we'd been through the same troubles. Not that anyone at the school was particularly sympathetic to us though. If it wasn't the mines, everyone else had some sort of sob story. Remember that guy? What's his name? Steve? Let's not talk about misery. It's the fugitive. I know, but I just started to remember. Me too, like that rumor that at night. That wasn't a rumor. Rumor has it. Yeah, I mean, I know. I think walking down memory lane might not be a good idea. I guess there are things we've successfully forgotten about our time at school because they were too messed up. I hope we don't remember them once we step inside again. Great, reliving trauma while chasing a maniac fugitive. There's like a little sound every once in a while. They notice a change as they get closer. Oh, you rascal. Oh, you rascal. School always changing stuff and being haunted and shit. There it is, the school. But wait, it doesn't look the same. Well, yeah, how long has it been? You're right, something's off. It's like they did renovations on this thing. It's like there's some sort of vibration or energy coming from the school. Oh shit. It's not just energy. I mean, look at those figures. They're T-posing and everything. That's exactly like from that night. Shut up. Enough. Concentrate on the mission. T-pose back. Intimidate them. You're right. I shouldn't get too swept up in all of this. It's just the fugitive playing tricks. Oh. They arrive near the front doors. I always forget that I need to keep on clicking. Hitting the spacebar. Alright, it's dangerous. I'm going in first. You two stay behind. Not Mira again. She's always trying to get into freaking enclosed spaces. Why is it always Mira and Sarka being reckless? Can't they be useful for once? Okay, just because you embarrass yourself once, why do you and Sarka always have to be so rash? Tough talk for a guy we had to coddle earlier. Okay, well that's kind of like a low blow, man. Just because I'm deathly afraid of trees, okay? Yeah, I guess I need to take charge sometimes too. This seems like a very bad choice, so I'm gonna coordinate with the team. Look, it's not wise for just one of us to go in. We need to do this as a team. It gives us the highest chance of completing the mission. Sarka? You genius. Come on, we're going in together as one, got it? Back to back. Got it. You know, like that Band of Brothers games. The three rush through the front doors of Morse Academy. The three find themselves within Morse Academy, but the entrance is not how they imagine. I do like getting the achievement there. Entrance hall. Oh, you rascal. Wait a minute. This isn't the usual entrance. This is an advanced entrance. It's completely different. Not completely. The general layout is still the same. It's just that... Oh, you, Mira. Always being rascally and, like, correcting us. Everything's distorted. Right? And it's like we're on the wrong floor. I do like the aesthetic of the... Oh shit, it keeps getting louder and stronger. We must be getting closer to the fugitive. Like the aesthetic of the walls and stuff, the background. It's those shadows from those rituals they held at the school. Excuse me? You're just gonna drop that line and leave? Sarka, I told you not to bring up those things from the past. It might play a role in understanding what the hell is going on here. Yeah. I would also like to know what the hell is going on here. I never believed those rumors, but by looking at what's happening in front of us, I think I was wrong. It must be true that they were selecting us at random and... I seriously can't believe you two sometimes. It was never a rumor. In fact, you two were there. We were all involved. Huh? It's called 7 Minutes in Heaven. And I can't believe you forgot. You all watched and did nothing. Okay, it's the fugitive trying to tell us something. Okay, so what I think is happening is that the fugitive... Okay, let me back up a little bit. So the school, Morse Academy, is like all kind of like fucky, right? It's all messed up. They were doing some sort of ritual, and then the fugitive is what they did the ritual on, and then he was like, you all just watched me get ritualized. Alright, it's getting too intense. We should head outside and think of another plan attack. So that's why it's attacking them. Or randomly killing people. Seriously, I can't stand being in here any longer. It's making me lose myself. I'm remembering. I'm remembering those shadows trying to take us during the night. ... Dear God. It's Jason Bourne. We need to get out of here. Let's head back to the front entrance again. Is Jason Bourne even like culturally relevant still? There's no point. We need to capture the fugitive as soon as possible. It's now or never. Who should I agree with? Okay, Sarka's right. It's time to face the fugitive. I don't know. You're being freaking assaulted by freaking Parallel Academy, Morse Academy fugitives shit. I don't know. Let's go outside. Sarka, we need to get out of here and rethink our plan. What is there to rethink? The fugitive is literally taunting us to our faces. Yeah? And the best revenge is a life well spent. Life well lived. That's what I meant. There has to be a better way, right, Gohan? Why'd I say Gohan? It's Gohan. Exactly. We need to revise our plan. Just as the three are about to make their next move, a giant force pushes them toward the back of the hall. The three collapse from the force. F equals MA, motherfucker. After a few moments, they begin to regain their composure. Is everyone alright? ... Sarka's no! Sarka rushes towards the main doors, but collapses before she can reach it. Ah! Goran tries to get closer to Sarka. It's getting worse. I think the closer we get to the doors, the worse it gets. Then what are we meant to do? Get away from the doors, obviously. I can't take this for much longer. Use Sarka as a decoy. No! Try to get away from the front doors. Come on, we need to get away from the door right now. The longer we stay, the worse it's going to get. Sarka, come on. Sarka musters enough energy to leap away from the door. The distortions ease slightly as the three get a decent distance away from their front entrance. I should be... Wait a second. I should be saving every now and then. Is everyone alright? It's clearly telling us it wants us to go deeper into the school. There's no going back. We can't leave until we've gotten the fugitive. And we're going to get the fugitive at whatever cost, huh? That's right. That's our mission. Well, it looks like we better get moving before this whole area starts to distort like the entrance. Looks like our next step is going through the main corridors. That's where the fugitive is leading us. You two ready? This is going to get hectic. Ready. Ready. You okay, Mira? She didn't look ready at all. The three dashed towards the main corridor, ready to face whatever awaits. Just as the distortion becomes unbearable, the three made their way to the main corridor. Alright. Remember this corridor? When you ever like have a feeling where you hear a word said so many times it stops feeling like a word? Yeah, remember when they paraded you down here when you topped that writing competition? Thief. What? Huh? Sarka's still mad about that. She thinks I stole her idea. You did though. I told you about my trauma seeing my parents lose their jobs from the mine closures and... You know my parents also lost their jobs from the closures too, right? I mean, pretty much all of us did. Your story was too similar to mine, and that's that. Yeah, but the assignment was to write about the mines closing and the trauma about it. Look, I swear it wasn't to copy. I just had a similar experience to you and wrote about it. I'm more surprised we're still holding on to that grudge, especially in the current circumstances. That is true. Like, you're about to be freaking murderized, and you're like, oh, remember that? Remember how you, like, stole my candy one day? It's almost like you're burying what we really saw in those in these corridors. What do you mean? Mira, I thought that was a dream. Buddy, look at the shit around you. No, that was a dream. I swear it was. Those shadowy figures taking one of our classmates down to the basement. Why do you look so happy while saying that? Wait, Goran, you had the same dream, huh? I'm confused. I'm saying it wasn't a dream, Sarka. Nobody listens to Mira. When we left the dorm that night, we saw one of those quiet kids being taken away. Ugh. What a nerd. And the weirdest thing was that the next day he acted like nothing ever happened. The kid? Remind you of something, Sarka? That really happened, huh? What happened to the kid then? Now that I remember, he kept denying he got taken anywhere, that anything even happened. That's why I eventually thought it must have been a dream. What if you were taken as well and they made you think it was a dream? Then that means... Ah, yes, the floor is made out of floor. It's coming back, the distortions. It's just like at the front entrance again. We need to keep moving. Yeah, but where? I can't let these distortions get the better of me. Why does Mira and Goran always take charge? I need to do something. What's a good one? Why does Mira and... I think that this is better. No, this is like you're being passive. This is you're being active. Hey, you guys follow me for a change. Alright, what's the next step? Ah, never mind. I'm gonna follow instead. Let's go into the classroom. Alright, well that was a hit and a miss. The three barge into the classroom. The corridors distorts even more behind them. The three barely make it into the nearby classroom. Classroom 1A. Alright, the distortions have stopped. For now. Why did she look so blasé? And now we're trapped in our old classroom. Great. Oh, you rascal. Our old classroom. I just realized something. That's what they meant by a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The quiet kid that got taken away by the shadowy figure, I remember he kept failing English. Yeah, so he deservedly got taken away. That was the rumor, remember? The rumor was that he kept failing English? Or the shadows will take you to hell? Exactly. That was never a problem for you though, Goran, was it? Always acing your test like it was nothing. I studied hard and for that I was rewarded, simple as that. I remember you two always arguing and debating about trivial things instead of studying. Like whether it takes more skill to play chess or poker. What? Chess takes way more skill. No, poker does, you dummy. Poker is like way more luck than chess. Like, I swear you failed so many tests because instead of studying, you just kept rambling all the time. Like, there's a degree of like skill with poker and like having a poker face, right? And knowing when to like do stuff. But it's like the main mechanic is luck. Yeah, but I've always been smart, so I never failed any of my tests. It was always Mira that failed, not me. Yeah, you're right. I hate it when they gang up on me. Just ignore them. There's more important things to consider. They always gang up on you. Isn't it infuriating? The first one seems more important. Correct. Oh, don't be like that, Mira. It's just some dumb memories from school. Just keep trying to keep our minds off this absurd situation we're in. Yeah, enough of this. We need to figure out our next steps. We're essentially trapped here. Yeah. In school? Yeah, what else is new? I think our best bet is to try and get to the second floor. We haven't encountered the fugitive on this floor. There's a good chance it's waiting on the second. So we just barge out and head to the stairs? Exactly. Dangerous, but I guess we have no choice. Isn't there like a window somewhere we could break? Let's all go at once. We'll barge out and head towards the stairs to the second floor. Got it. Get it. Let's go. Oh. The trio dashed towards the stair. Having barely made it through the main corridor, the three now stand at the foot of the stairs. I mean, at least we made it. Just up these stairs, come on. The distortions from the corridor, they're spreading over here. Just keep going. Get out of the... Go through the window! Why did you leave me? Why didn't you do anything? Oh my god. Just ignore it. It's the fugitive trying to throw us off. Sarka stops moving and starts mumbling to herself, causing the teams to stop. Slap. I'm sorry, I knew you were always crying on your own under the stairwell. I didn't mean the things I said, it's just a way for me to... Mira, I'm sorry. Sarka. Sarka, what's happening with you? Snap out of it. Why do I always have to take care of these two? Probably because they have, you know, deep-seated trauma. Put the mission first, head up the stairs. No, obviously not. Let's help Sarka. Sarka, it's just the fugitive trying to make you lose focus. Come on, we're almost there. Sarka, it's okay, come on. Okay, did nobody like have them train for like, you know, intense situations? Sarka stumbles up the stairs, Mira gently guiding her. Come on, Sarka, almost there. With each step up the stairs, Sarka begins to regain her composure. You're gonna have to put her in a sarcophagus soon. It's all clear up here. The three of them finally make it to the top of the stairs. Unlike the level below, things are eerily quiet here. That's our old dorm. Let's investigate it. The three head towards their old dormitory room. Sorry, I'm laughing because they slowly creep into their old dormitory room. I remember a joke of like the Mystery Inc., you know, Scooby-Doo and the gang. They go into a room and like Fred and Daphne's like, okay, you guys like investigate over there. We're gonna investigate the freaking bedroom over here. I don't know why I started laughing about that and why I remember that, but I did. I apologize. Well, here it is, where it all started. Yep. Where it all started. This is a dorm? All the nights we spent here, all the memories. This looks like a freaking prison shower, man. I wonder why those intense distortions haven't followed us up here. Well, because they want to keep things private. Like they they understand not to like break people's boundaries. You know, I think that those distortions and visions we've been having, I think it's all got some important meaning. Isn't that obvious? It's the fugitive trying to tell us something. It's also the fugitive like literally telling you something. And it just so happens that we're right when we first encountered these figures. The shadowy figures that took our classmates away, the ones used for the rumored rituals. The rituals that we've come to agree weren't rumors but actually happened, huh? We just making sure you know which rumors we're talking about. I remember it as clear as yesterday. It's you two that have forgotten. Yeah, actually, everybody keeps on gaslighting Mira. Maybe it's time they got reminded what happened. Let Sarka know later you can't trust Goron. What? Sarka? What? Never mind. I know that the shadows visited everyone's dorms, especially if you were in a dorm where one of the kids was failing a lot of their tests. And we weren't an exception. We actually came face to face with the shadowy figures. Remember, Goron. Oh my god. They did come to our dorm one night. And now all three of us are here again, just like that very night. I'm starting to think that there's no fugitive, at least in the way we originally thought. I agree, there is no fugitive. The only fugitive is us, from the claws of time. So what's all this about then? The fugitive is essentially the same shadow figures that tormented us during our time here. Those shadow figures must have started spreading outside of the school, attacking local universities. Once the school closed down, they must have run out of food, huh? Right. Now that I think about it, I think it might be connected to when it came for us that one night. I swear it was right after they released the results for one of our year-end exams. I remember Mira assuring me that she didn't need my help to study. I told her there was no way she was going to pass the exams without my help. That it wasn't a big deal. Was that why the shadows decided to come to our dorm? Could be. Ugh, wait, no. Are the shadowy figures like teachers from hell? When they came to our dorm, I remember they asked us, actually, I'm in middle school and every single teacher is a teacher from hell. Am I right? One of you must sacrifice yourselves. Okay, whoa, buddy. One of you must atone. For what? Was it directed to any one of us specifically? It said one of yous. But I think I remember it too. They wanted only one of us, they didn't say who. You remember that, Mira? Mira? Mira. Oh god. Mira! What's going on? Someone clue me in as well. Alright, well, Mira's having like an episode. Mira, what's the matter? Please, are you okay? Oh god. Mira's entire body turns pale. Her eyes lose all of their light. She looks like a living corpse. Mira, say something. What's happened to you? Mira, please. Come on, Mira, say something. Don't do this to us. Like, the only person that actually had some sense ends up being freaking brutalized while trying to get some sort of response. So she shakes her body gently. Mira. As their despair worsens, so do their surroundings. An unspeakable sense of doom wraps everyone. What's happening? Why does everything look like this? Just like back at the front entrance, but worse. I can't think. My mind. No, leave me alone. The mission. I failed. Is this the end? Is this really it? Mira. Why has it come to this? It's mainly Sarka's fault. If she was more useful, this wouldn't have happened. It's your fault. You're a narcissist that can't look after his friends. I'm useless. I've always been useless. I can't even save Mira, for God's sake. I can't save anyone. ... You saved her from the freaking mine, like the tunnels earlier. I hate this. I hate this. Why am I so worthless? Guess that's why everyone wants to abandon me, huh? This is why I can never make friends. Okay, well, always a loner, useless loner. This is like not the time to be thinking about this, man. I'm pathetic. Ugh. Stop self-loathing. Turn that despair into action. The mission continues. In your friendship to Mira, you need to help her out. Guess that's a nicer way of doing it. I can't believe I can't do anything to help you, Mira. Please respond. Mira, I'm not letting it end for us here. Enough, we need to do something. Sarka, we need to end this, so we have no other choice. We're going to the basement. The basement where the shadow figures conduct the rituals? That's right, it is obviously the only spot where we can end all of this madness. Is Mira like... Mira's dead, right? You're right. We need to break through the windows. The basement is below. Oh, I'll grab Mira, okay. So Mira's just in a death-like state. Goran carries Mira, Sarka steps behind, they're ready to jump. Go. The three jump out of the window. Somewhat injured, they make it outside to the first floor. They hobble towards the basement, hatch out of the back of the school grounds. Well, this is it. Whatever's underneath here is the truth behind what we saw. This is where the shadow figures always went for the rituals. I have a feeling it's going to be a miracle if we come out of this alive. It's the mission. We have to do what we have to do. I sense a bit of hesitation there, Goran. This might be where it all ends. Okay, stop like flirting with each other. It's your fault. Take responsibility for your actions with humility. Unlike Sarka, I guess that's more positive. It's my responsibility, Sarka. It's our responsibility, Goran. You're right. Whatever consequences we face once we go down there, it's on us. Here goes nothing. It's time to meet our fate. The three descend into the basement as the hatch closes behind them, the depths of the basement await. They arrive at the basement. The air feels cold as ice. Ooh, this is a nice area. No wonder everyone was scared of going into the basement, especially through the hatch. Like, this is cool as hell, man. It looks like hell on earth. I don't even want to imagine what went on in here. I would want to have a basement if it looks like a freaking crypt like this. This is so cool, man. It hurts to even think about what could have happened here. But there's no shadow figures? I know, why is it so quiet? Goran, where's Mira? Oh shit, I forgot Mira! What do you mean I'm holding on to... Mira? She's disappeared? I was holding on to her this entire time. Okay, well she turned into something then. Where the hell is she? Oh, there she is? Question mark? Mira, how did you get there? Are you okay? Mira, say something. Let her cry a bit. Goran and Sarko walk closer to Mira. With each step closer, they feel a stronger and stronger force weighing them down. I think I know why Mira is crying. It's because of gravity, always bringing us down. Me too. That night, it's about that night. When the shadow figures came to our dorm and asked one of us to sacrifice themselves. In that nightmare scenario, I couldn't believe my eyes, but Mira immediately offered herself. I couldn't believe it either. It was like she didn't even have to think about it. She wanted to sacrifice herself for us. And what did we do? Nothing. Is Mira the fugitive? We just stood there and did absolutely nothing. And we dare call ourselves Mira's friends. Pathetic. I didn't want to remember it. It was so shameful. So y'all were like gaslighting her, and she like kept on saying like, I remember, and she's like, oh, it's just like, it's such a dream, right? It was such a weird dream that we had. I was just stricken with fear. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. I just wanted it to be over, and it was. As soon as they took Mira away with them. It was like the nightmare ended for us in a few minutes. But it was just the beginning for Mira. Mira begins to turn around and look at Sarka and Goron. She's like, about time, you assholes. Oh shit. Okay, that was a cool transition. What the hell? Mira? Welcome. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. It's about time you see me for who I am. Ever since that night, the Mira you knew ceased to exist. What I went through that night, you can't even imagine. No human could possibly survive the ritual, so it meant I would never be the same. Yet you fools never caught on. You bought the fake smiles, the fake happiness for years. How could this? I can't. I was the one that sacrificed myself. I'm the one that saved you two. And yet you never even realized. Idiots. Do you not see what I've had? Do you not see what I've had to endure, what I've had to repress for all your benefit? Where's my reward? Where's my thank you? Current events. Mira. I don't know what to say. It doesn't matter. It's too late. Neither of you would have lasted a day going through what I went through. Pathetic. This is like the coolest point. Like I love this art. Yet still, Goron, you mocked me for failing those tests, mocked me for being apparently dumber than you. And you, Sarka, always shoving it in my face that you're smarter, that I'm just a jealous copycat of you. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And through this mockery, I was still repressing everything I went through. Just for you. This is all for you after all. So now that I've sacrificed, it's your turn. Goron, Sarka, what are you going to sacrifice for me? Alright. The entire room distorts even further. Mira transforms. Gora and Sarka are left stranded. It's just them and Mira now. Sarka, you know what we have to do. Shoot her! Shoot her! It's the only way. You have to fuse together and use the power of friendship to kill her. I hope you two know what you're doing. I hope you've decided to make things right. After all, we're friends, right? Da 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 da. Alright, let's go, Sarka. Alright, let's go, girls. The look on Sarka's face immediately changes. Instead of looking at Mira, her eyes turn sharply towards Goron. It's your fault that happened to Mira. If it wasn't for your narcissism, your constant bullying of Mira, this wouldn't have happened. Is it Myra or Mira? I'm guessing it's Mira. Because Myra would be like a Y, right? But then at the same time, like there's lots of tragic names out there. Always making fun of her for her grades, always talking in such a pompous way. Mira, don't you agree? Mira, it's always been just us two, us against the world. Alright, Sarka. You're really like trying to ass kiss here, kiss ass. I only ever tease you, but you know that I'm your best friend. It was never serious. I'm not like Goron. I know that what it feels to be abandoned. I know how it feels to feel alone. I see you've made your choice then, Sarka. There's nothing Goron can say now to convince me otherwise. Our bond, Sarka, is special. Goodbye, Goron. Oh shit. Mira uses her power. Goran's body is gutted from the inside out, his remains scattered throughout the room. Mira, Goran's sacrifice has been made. Now it's my turn to sacrifice. Let me atone for not preventing you from sacrificing yourself, for not being appreciative. Let me worship you from now on. Let me become your follower. I'll do anything you want, whenever you want. I'll follow you into eternity, for I finally begun to realize the sacrifice you've made for me. Thank you, Myris. Thank you so much. You've got a long way to go, Sarka. But as you said, it's just the two of us. It's us against the world. Alone together. Good stroke song. Darkness encompasses both Mira and Sarka as the night comes to a close. They walk the shadows together, looking for more victims for the rituals. Sarka slowly but surely morphs into what Mira has become. They continue to spread their malice throughout the country for years to come. A new darkness starts to spread across the world. I think I got the bad end. Yeah, I think that was the bad end. Alright. Well, that was Morse Academy. If everybody's interested in this one, I can try to go back and get like the good end. I could be better with visual novels because I download sync. I always keep forgetting that I need to like save frequently to make sure that I get all the paths. But I like that. It's a very cheap and short game, right? But like I like the atmosphere. It's really good atmosphere. The story. Some people in the comments, in the not the comments, but the Steam reviews were saying that the story is like very random and it doesn't seem to like make sense. I would say it's like it's kind of straightforward, right? Maybe in like the other branches, like it makes less sense, but it's like, okay, something happened at this academy. We don't know why they were being sacrificed, but they were, and Mira was like held that in the fact that she sacrificed herself, right? And her friends were like pretending that it didn't that didn't even happen, etc., etc., right? So it was like they were gaslighting her. They were making her feel like insignificant. So she was like, "All right, fine, whatever. I'm not even human anyway, so I'm gonna like sacrifice all y'all and become a new god or devil. I can be your demon or your angel." Anyway, if you made it this far, I appreciate it more. So I can subscribe, leave a comments, and I'll see y'all on the flip side.